Okay guys, here we are back at the Bench Shop Talk, and I've got something really important to talk to you guys about today. So this is a Flycolor 90 right here that I've gone and modified, and I purchased a water block for it, and as you can see it's glued on. So here's what I've done, and here's why I've done it. This particular Flycolor 90 is basically brand new, but I popped it apart. This sits on there like that normally, and what I've done is I just took a screwdriver and I stuck it in there, and I pried and popped this off. It's held on with what's called thermal glue. Okay, this is thermal glue, and as you can see, that's all the amount that was on there. Now, if we set that aside, here's one I just pulled apart. I cleaned this all up, but I want you to see the difference. So this is the way this one was put on, okay? And you can see it had quite a bit of thermal glue on there. A little bit light over here on this side, which would be over here on this side because it goes this way. But look at the difference between these two, right? So let's see, they should be up, they should be back. So yeah, that's correct. So this one had very little on there, which means it was not transferring the heat from the ESC to the heat sink. As you can see, this heat sink is pretty thin. The tubes are only on the side. These tubes on the side here, which are the most cooling, contact this plastic piece, which really don't do any good at all. The part that needs to be heat sinked is these three copper pieces right here. So anyway, basically what I've done is I've popped this off of there, and I've cleaned these up with a little bit of fine sandpaper, like 320 or something, and just scuffed them up. Then what I did is I bought some thermal glue right here, okay, and I also have, this is thermal paste from a CPU for a computer and stuff, right? So what I basically did is I cleaned everything all up. Now the difference, the reason I'm using two different ones, this will not glue anything down. This is just a thermal paste, but it has a higher transfer rate of the temperature than thermal glue. Thermal glue, I think this particular one is only like 1.5 therms or whatever they call it transfer, and this is way more than that. This is, you know, double, triple, quadruple that amount because it's for computers. So what I did is I put a nice blob on each one of these right here. This block, as you can see, we'll turn this around. This block, as you can see, sticks out. So I put a bead after I got this thermal paste on these three. I then took the thermal glue and I put it all the way around this here, as you can see, and then I stuck it on there and I clamped it into a vise and let the thermal glue harden up so that it doesn't move, and then I put a bead around the two sides and the back for extra protection and thermal, because it will transfer through all that thermal glue as well. So if you want to improve your Flycolor 90 and you're having a problem with it overheating, this is the reason. The other reason I did this is in the particular boat that I need to mount this Flycolor 90 in, it needs to mount this way on the side of the boat, and it was too tall. And now I've reduced the height, or the width actually, and I've increased the height just a little bit, but this block is way thicker. There's way more heating material in this than there is in this. Now, even though I have a slightly bigger connector and I've got connectors over here, this one weighed like 4.3 ounces and this one weighed like 3.5 ounces. So I gained a little weight reduction as well. So anyway, if you want to improve your Flycolor 90, this is a really cool trip. I will put the description and the links to these parts in there. The paste I won't, but the thermal glue and this I will. Thermal paste, you can pick it up anywhere. If you do anything with computers, you'll have it already. And I also hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, comment, let me know what you think of this modification. And this is my brand new camera that I just picked up so that I can use this for running the boats because my other camera kind of went south on me. Got blurry. Either the CMOS or the lens went bad, whatever it was. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. Thanks much for stopping by, and stay tuned for another shop talk.